For Chick Corea, creation is a way of life. From his fingertips to the eyes and ears of audiences for nearly 5 decades.
The ultimate goal to me of art and music is to communicate that and express that and get that over to a public, to someone listening, someone out there.
We caught up with the legendary pianist before a concert with Wynton Marsalis and the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra performing the songs of jazz icon Thelonious Monk.
He demonstrated, I think, in a time when it was really needed, still needed today, the freedom of expression. I mean, right? Monk was free in what he did, completely free.
This pairing of musical titans, one of countless collaborations in a career that's seen Corea produce or contribute to more than 100 albums. From iconic records with Miles Davis to the groundbreaking sounds of Return to Forever. He's now the 4th most Grammy-nominated musician in history with more than 20 wins.
I got a whole lot of things lined up. I love to compose.
He showed us one of the new things he's working on.
That melody stuck with me.
Fans of his band Return to Forever may know this one. It's the intro to his most recognizable song, Spain, considered a jazz standard. Nearly 50 years after it was released, he's reimagining it.
I plan to play it with a chamber orchestra as itself, as an introduction to an orchestral piece I have of Spain.
So taking it a step further even now.
Yes.
Born in Boston, it was his father, a jazz trumpeter, who first introduced Corea to the music of Miles Davis.
I was still in Boston, living in Boston, but my dad played the '78 records, and I heard Miles play with Charlie Parker. And then I followed Miles's career through the rest of the decades until I joined him.
I mean, yeah, not only did you follow him, I mean, you joined him.
Yeah, finally, yeah. But
that's a hell of a dream come true.
Yeah, exactly so.
1968, the birth of what would be known as jazz rock fusion. Corea replaced pianist Herbie Hancock in Davis's band.
Miles, in my mind, was a perfect leader.
They would go on to create iconic records like Bitches Brew.
Where he played and how he played and the repertoire that he chose and the other musicians that he chose set an atmosphere of real freedom of expression, because that's what he did, and he wanted everyone else to do that.
It's also when Davis urged him to test the Fender Rhodes electric piano.
He just pointed at the piano and said, play that.
That sound perfected with the formation of Return to Forever in the 1970s.
It was just an experiment, and it was popular.
In 2015, founding members Corea and bassist Stanley Clarke teaming up again, a seamless duet of their second release, Light as a Feather. "77 years old, no end to his creation in sight. Corea is touring and has a new album, Chinese Butterfly. Yet another collaboration, this time with drummer Steve Gadd, described as a clinic of improvisation.
That's the way we operate as jazz musicians, finding out, like not knowing, but the adventure of finding out. That's what keeps everyone on edge, keeps that buzz going, you know, and it's like, it's part of the way you do it.